Today is 29th of July, 3:20, about 1.5 hours before market closes. Now STI opened with a gap, but unfortunately was not able to hold the gain and reversed, trading a wide range reversal bar with about average volume down 13 point at 3207. Now this happens near the resistance level of 32650. Now if you can trade sideways, it will generate positive, otherwise it may retrace to test this support level at 3165. Now notice the 1326 actually reversed, so generally we have some upside move. Particularly the initial move was quite strong with this gap here, but this reversal bar itself looked quite threatening, so I'd like to see the quality of the pullback going forward. This is S&P 500 on the weekly charts. Notice actually it is still stuck within these downward channels, and of course the swing is much greater compared to this upward move, and it's approaching this upper channel line here, and we have a resistance at this level here, which is about 4115. Notice this week itself the bars is actually of lower volume, so this is not really that strong. I'd like to see how it actually respond when approaching this resistance level. That's about 4115. Similarly for Nasdaq, we have a counter trend move and it's testing this upper channel lines. We do have a resistance at this level here, and that is at about 12,320. Again, notice the upward move itself, the volume wasn't very high. Lastly, we take a look at the Brent crude. Again, notice it's also trading within the downward channels, and this is a counter trend move testing the upper channel lines with the doji. The odd dollar pullback is quite high. Now we do have significant support at 9693. This is important level that was tested recently. If you notice, it rejected the low, so this is significant levels to watch. Now meanwhile, our oil related stocks remains quite weak in trying to actually form a base. Now let's take a look at some of the strong stock we'll be discussing. This is Chip and Sing. A very nice move here for a big dipper breakout, and over here we have a sign of weakness here. Notice the bars are very small here. Look at the body itself, you can tell there's a change in the momentums, and begin to experience some weakness over here, and finally we have wide range reversal bar. Now this is a time for us to actually exit some positions, and here is probably a sign of weakness. Now usually after this itself it may consolidate sideways. I would like to see what happens eventually. If you can trade sideways, I'd like to see it take out this high here of 655. Now consolidation may take quite some time, especially this is a very strong rally. Now we'll be also discussing Silver Lake. This stock of course is slightly sideways, but nonetheless it is moving upwards, and notice over here at this resistance level it actually rolled down. So with that itself, we like to actually see what happens. If it throw back, if it's weak, it may even move downwards. We'll also be discussing Samudaras, and just prior to the announcement of results, we can see the weakness here. Notice actually over here the body gets smaller, so it's losing momentums, and the rejection of the high, it's also a sign of weakness, and this happens before the announcement of results. And after announcement results, actually the stock actually gap up, but there appears there's some resistance here. Now usually we would not bother about this move here. It's likely to be very volatile. Notice during this upward move, a series of bull bars is certainly not sustaining, and the daylight is extremely huge. So stock more likely will actually normalize by going sideways, and we'd like to see a drop off in the volume. So on a short-term basis, this stock is probably best to be left alone, and we'd like to look for a subsequent breakout when the stock has finished its consolidation. Reverse tones not particularly strong, it's just moving up gently, and we do have a wide range reversal bar on this day here. Stock has been trading sideways. Again, if you can actually break on the upside, that'll be positive. Otherwise, it's better to actually take the profits, because the field by itself doesn't show sign of strength, so we need to be very cautious. Now Sembcorp industry itself, after the guidance, actually has a gap up, but unfortunately was not able to hold, and we see a retracement in the process closing of this gap. company is going to make an announcement in early August. So it's always important to actually take note of, we try to avoid trading before an announcement because stock can go either way, even the result may be positive. Result will be announced 5th of August. Keppel Corp, which is we just make announcements, and after that there's a gap up testing this resistance level. At this point in time, it's actually trading a doji, rejecting the highs. I'd like to see how it actually pull back from this level. If it's a shallow pullback, that will be generally positive, and look for eventually break above this intraday high here of 697. This gap will provide some kind of support as well.